Hey everybody, it's Tuesday night, July 3rd, 7 p.m. Here we go. Beast Coast Live. Big week actually, besides Independence Day coming up tomorrow. We had the NPC Team Universe last weekend. Two big pro shows coming up. Hey, what's up, Phil? How you doing, man? We're having two big pro shows this weekend. The Vancouver Pro. Hey, Josh. How are you? And we're having the Chicago Pro. Hey, Michael. How are you?
How you doing?
Good. You guys are going to hear some noise in the background. It's the AC. It's 104 degrees here, and I'm parking my fucking ass in front of the AC.
Welcome to my world, or my nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not built for this shit, dude. My ancestors are from a place where it hits 65 degrees. Their pasty asses are jumping into the North Atlantic. You know what I mean?
It's brutal. It's not even remotely comfortable at all. You can't be outside.
You working, Phil, or what? Uh, it was a momentous day Sunday in Massachusetts.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm so jealous. I need to fucking move, make a road trip. Lucky
See,
bastards.
this is the thing is, for everyone who doesn't know, we voted in the full legalization of marijuana. In dispensaries, we had medical before that, was supposed to be able to sell. For one day, they could sell. It was Sunday. And then the government caught on, and now they're selling another license, so everyone had to close down.
Jesus. That
You
is
know, there
so
was
phenomenal.
just another way to make your tax dollars.
Exactly. That's all it's about. But the amount of money that they'll make from that is absolutely insane.
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely insane.
dude, completely nuts. I mean, just that, like, schools, everything. Colorado now has one of the best school systems in the country.
They're so more forward thinking. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
down here, it's all these old gray hairs that will never catch on. But if people are more progressive, it's going to happen eventually. Just hope I'm alive long enough to see it.
I mean, that's the one good thing about living like in a fully blue state. You can marry who you want. You can smoke weed. There's a lot of good shit. Um, you
Oh shit,
can't have
Sean
an
Ray.
assault weapon. You can't have an assault weapon, which is kind of funny, like, from the lands of the Minuteman.
Exactly.
But, I mean, do I need an AK-47?
I mean, you're gonna whoever comes in your house with AK-47, you're gonna stop them pretty easily.
Yeah. And so theoretically, if this was filled with marijuana oil, it'd be perfectly legal.
Uh, wow. But I'm drooling here. Gonna wipe that off my face. Lucky bastards.
Hey,
Oh
Andrea,
God.
how are you? I put Andrea and another client through a chest workout today. They thought they were going to explode.
That's how you guys do it up there. The girls train hard as the guy do.
They have to. Dude, you're going to be on my squad. You got to get shit done. I mean, I'm all about winning. Like, I'm a competitive
Yeah.
fucking bastard, dude. It, it's about the W's, man.
Yeah, I want to win at Monopoly. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit who I'm playing. It's Monopoly, Tecmo Ball, PlayStation.
Sean Ray's in the house. Oh, wow. That's
Very
crazy.
nice. You made it. Sean Way.
Dude, now I'm all like little kid, like happy.
Yeah. Like a little schoolgirl.
Yeah,
Grown
exactly.
men.
No shit. Oh,
Yep.
okay. Sean Ray, perfect example. Uh, they were talking about Big Rammy. Oh, got my Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee. Still hoping for my sponsorship. There's a picture of Rammy out, 11 and a half weeks out. He's 379 pounds. You saw it, Mike. Actually, you sent it to me.
That was one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my entire life. I've seen a lot of shit, but that was one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my entire life. And it wasn't like he was sloppy. He was hard at that weight. You know what I mean? He was conditioned. I don't know how the rest of them looked in that pose. It was just, it's hard to imagine like a human body getting that big. You see those guys more than I do, but you know, guys like Jose, all those guys, they're huge. But Ramy is just, it's a different level of huge in genetics.
All I noticed, though, like you said, he's hard, but there isn't I mean, 11 and a half weeks out, you got to see some separation.
Yeah. None.
None.
No, there was no separation between chest, nothing at all. But it's, you know what it is, Ron? It's the same thing. Like every year, the hype train starts rolling. Oh, Ramy's going to win. Ramy's going to win. And but in the back of your mind, it's like Cedric. The back of your mind, you're hoping for the best, but based on past track record, it's not going to be 100%. You know, if Ramy was like Andreas Munzer-Field, he would look absolutely insane. It would be one of those, your jaw would drop. But it's almost the same package. Phil gets so detailed, and he's so like bubbly. And that back double bicep of Heath is just, that's lights out, man.
Yeah, I love it how all the Ramy fans out there just don't consider the back. Like, aside from his quads putting off like all his lines, you know, yeah, from the pick, he didn't stop quad work because they're bigger than ever.
No. Unreal.
But, you know, his hamstring differential and his calves look bad, but people are saying
every year, I'm an idiot because I'd say Ramy's not going to win every year. The day after the year, I'll come back and say I was right.
Well, this is the thing I'm loving is people say like you can't be peeled in full. Sean Ray is a perfect example. The 1990s, everyone was freaking peeled.
Yeah, Vince Taylor, Porter Cottrell, Kevin Levrone, all those guys were full. And like Levrone's condition at the 92 Night of Champions when he won was absolutely insane. He was full, but he was so crisp and so hard that it was just unreal. And you don't see that anymore with these guys. You don't see that crazy, you know, a few guys have really striated glutes, but you don't see that intricate detail. Like you put a Porter Cottrell in the 212 now, he's gonna fit right in because he was so conditioned, you know?
Yeah, I mean the couple times that Flex Wheeler actually nailed it. Dude, full as hell. I
saw him. Go ahead.
I was gonna say those couple years that Sean should have beat Dorian, condition, detail, full. It's possible.
Well, it's possible. I don't know what they're doing or they push so hard, but for me, a conditioned guy always should win over than a less conditioned guy, because the condition shows you put in that work. You know what I mean? Those guys, they get conditioned as hell, and slowly that condition has started to creep away. You know, but like I said, those are the best of the best. So I'm pretty sure that what you see on Instagram the day before is not what's seen on stage.
Yep, 100%.
That perfect whole lighting.
Yeah, Domenico, Ramy needs to come in striated, and he needs some detail. And I don't know if it has to do with the way he trains. Maybe it's all machines. I don't know. Like maybe these guys just didn't do enough like old school lifting.
Well, if you notice that Ashkenani doesn't get very detailed either. You know, he's big, he's huge, but he doesn't have that intricate detail like David Henry does or Jose does.
Yeah, that's another guy who's a perfect example. Henry can be peeled in full.
When he is peeled in full, it's scary. The year he took second was the last 2 years ago at the Arnold. He should have won the Arnold a couple years ago. It wasn't. I don't understand how he lost, but listen. We all know going in the shows who the top favorites are, but you kind of knew when they were standing there that it was going to go Ashkenani's way.
Yep.
Same with Nigeria and Kuwait. Jose looked ridiculous, but you kind of knew what was going to happen. Hey, Isha.